What's happening? It is Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. Tanner, Drew, and Laura. We are live. Yeah. After the show yesterday, I got the alert on my cell phone that the legendary Ozzy Osbourne had passed away.
Yeah.
And when I first got that, I was like, no, this has got to be a hoax. And so the first thing I do is I go to TMZ because they always know when people are dying.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was right there. It was the first thing I saw is Ozzy Osbourne dead at 76. And I was like, what the hell? I mean, we all knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. You know, you could see it on the poor guy's face when he was at that final show about 3 weeks ago. But just to happen so quickly after that show, I don't think anybody was expecting that.
It almost felt like it was like the last thing he needed to do.
It's like he held out.
And then he just like let go after that.
It's like the rock version of The Notebook.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he had to, he just laid down and called it after it was done.
Yeah.
The only crappy thing, I think, the worst part is his daughter Kelly got engaged at the final show.
Yeah.
To Sid Wilson from Slipknot.
Oh, yeah, so he's going to miss that.
Yeah, so he won't be able to walk his daughter down the aisle.
At least he got to see the engagement.
Yes, he did. And I wonder if that's like maybe just in the back of their head, like, we got to do something.
I wonder if they knew that it was coming like very soon.
If they did, though, kind of harsh to like make him go out there and perform.
But
the
he
show.
probably
Maybe
wanted to.
Yeah, I was going to say, remember he was
they
kinda
had no
crying
choice.
doing it. And unless he was crying in fear,
I'm sure you're right.
I'm thinking
You're right.
he was having one last ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Ozzy held it together for that final show, and just the last 3 weeks just, I guess, deteriorated. But rest in peace, Ozzy. He's never going to die here. We're going to play his music until the end of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after the nukes drop, it's just going to be
cockroaches and Ozzy
songs playing. So.
Yeah, and that catalog, you know, it speaks for itself, both that and Black Sabbath. It's just a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a bummer because I felt like we all, you know, he was kind of like our modern day Mick Jagger because the guy just kept living and living.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's just, we all felt, I feel like a little attached to him because of the TV show. We felt like we knew him personally.
Oh, for sure.
And so yesterday I was just like, wow, that's one guy that like, I knew it was coming, but when it actually happened, it's like,
it's a sad deal.
it's sad and it doesn't seem real. A post-Ozzy world I don't want to live in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I didn't realize, I mean, up until recently that he was only 76. Like for the longest time, I thought he was older.
Well,
than
his
that.
body was 107.
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, he really is only 76.
And wasn't the Osbourne show like 20 plus years ago?
It was
a
like
long time
early
ago, yeah.
2000s. Yeah.
And he looked 76 on
Yeah.
that show. I mean, I remember thinking, oh man, he's the oldest dad, but he wasn't that old of a
he was
dad.
in his 50s. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, rest in peace. We've got a bunch of stuff to honor Ozzy today. A bunch of celebrities, went to social media yesterday to share their thoughts on Ozzy.
course,
So we'll share
yeah.
that here with you in just a second. Later on this morning, though, we'll have some more passes to go see a taping of My Favorite Murder, the podcast. They're going to tape that in October at the Schnitz. We'll send you to it. We also have our weigh-in today. Today's weigh-in Wednesday.
Oh boy.
Oh, big moment.
So we're going to see where Casey and I, sit on the scale, just where we land. How thick are we this week?
Yeah, and the middle of it can be anything. It could be a plateau. It could be a big loss. It could be anything.
I'm not too thrilled about mine today.
After Tanner's big camping weekend.
Yeah, I cheated on my camping trip.
That's okay.
And I think I'm paying for it still.
A couple of meals hopefully didn't derail the whole operation.
So we'll do that later on this morning. Shirley from G3 Fitness will be on to discuss it all. So we'll do that. In the meantime,
let's get it on. And now, the big story.
I'll kick this off today. Yes, the Ozman passed away yesterday at the age of 76. We still don't have an official cause of death, but he was suffering from multiple things, including Parkinson's. So, who knows?
Yeah, it could be a slew of things.
But as expected, the music world was quick to react to the death of music icon, metal icon. It's not just music, it's metal.
Metal icon.
Ozzy Osbourne. Black Sabbath posted a photo of the singer from the recent show, Back to the Beginning, and it just said, a simple caption just said, Ozzy forever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Elton John said he was a dear friend and a huge trailblazer who secured his place in the pantheon of rock gods. Elton John also said he was one of the funniest guys I ever met, and I'm going to miss him.
Oh, yeah,
man.
I believe that for sure.
Yeah, Ozzy seems like he's probably like the clown of all the rockers. Like he's the one who's making them laugh.
When he was young and running around, I mean, so many of those pictures, he looks like a goofball. I'm sure he was having a ton of fun.
David Draymond of Disturbed said, quote, "Goodbye, my dear teacher, a father to all of us." Rob Zombie posted, "Goodbye, Ozzy. Thanks for everything. It was a blast being around you." Ronnie Wood from the Stones said, I'm so very sad to hear the death of Ozzy Osbourne. What a lovely goodbye concert he had back to the beginning in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Jack White said he made it.
It's it is a finish line, you know, the final, whoever does their final concert and then dies. It's not to say it's poetic, but it's kind of special for him.
Yeah. And of course, they're turning that concert into a concert film.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming there'll be some sort of tribute to him. So as soon as we get a release date, we'll let you know.
And when we get the Ozzy movie, like the actual movie,
Somebody's going to win an Oscar.
That final concert is going to be the big.
Call Rami Malek.
sure.
See if he's open for Ozzy.
He's ready.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather not him, but maybe
People are going to be like, is that Freddie Mercury playing Ozzy in this
Them
movie?
teeth.
The big story to me is beef prices are soaring, which is not a good deal. Record highs, passing $6 a pound for the first time since the 1980s when these records were being kept. There are a few things to blame for the surge, which include a drought that made cattle feed more expensive, and that led ranchers to send more cattle to the slaughterhouse to try and make up the difference, which in turn squeezes supply. The number of beef cattle in the U.S. is at its lowest since 1961.
Wow.
Which is weird. We got so much land. What is going on here?
And I feel like there's cows everywhere.
Now, President Trump's 50% tariff on Brazil sets to start next month. That could drive the price up more. So we need to figure out a place to get the cows right here at home.
Man, it seems like there's plenty in Tillamook. I was breathing them in all weekend.
Yeah,
It stinks.
just need to.
What about some of those guys?
I know. We need to get some breeding going on.
I think the big story is that season tickets for the Hillsboro Hops at their brand new ballpark go on sale on August 1st at 10 a.m. The packages for half and full season seats start at 33 games. And this is cool because the stadium isn't done yet. So you can book an in-person appointment at the Hops Selection Studio to get a virtual reality walkthrough of the new stadium. And then you can find your preferred seat there. But the ballpark will open in April of next year for Hillsboro Hops opening day.
All right. That's fun.
A good time.
All right. More on those stories, 1059thebrew.com. While you're there, enter this hour's keyword for your shot at $1,000. This is the last week. You got today, tomorrow, and Friday to win this cash. And then we got to, put this on ice and get our finances in order over here.
It's crunch time.
This hour's keyword is pay, as in we want to pay you some money right now. So log on, 1059thebrew.com. When you get there, a box will pop up. Type in the keyword pay to score the cash.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
right, yesterday we got the announcement that Ozzy Osbourne had passed, and we all knew it was coming, but still, it's a bummer. I thought that guy was going to live on forever. We joked earlier on the top of the show. It's like I thought that after the nukes dropped, it would just be Ozzy and cockroaches walking around the earth.
Yeah.
But he passed away at the age of 76. No official cause of death yet, but he was suffering from Parkinson's. He had back issues. He had hip issues. He had all sorts of issues.
Years of not just like substance abuse and partying, but also like having to be on medications.
Right.
And, by doctor's order, having to take a slew of stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was from that ATV accident, which was ages ago.
And I'm pretty sure that was on the Osbournes.
Yeah.
I remember watching
But he
it.
never quite recovered from it. Like, it was surgery after surgery, and then they would, something would go wrong, and so that didn't help the situation either. So.
Geez, and he'd relapse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was during Pillamageddon.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
But they were just easy to get.
That was just peak trouble.
Sure.
A lot of people are sharing their thoughts on Ozzy. We got some talkback messages through our iHeartRadio app.
Baking platters and beer glasses all try to soothe the listening masses. Cunning minds that plot elation, sorcerers of Portland's rock station. At Edgefield, the crowd is churning in hopes the bacon isn't burning. Costumes range from gold to pretty, all try to win a trip to Sin City. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. Dude, you rock. We love you.
Yeah, it's a big D.
Yeah.
Sharing his thoughts.
He
Here's
probably howled his songs all night.
Yeah. Oh, Court yesterday was playing so many on the Brew. We were playing them
It's
back to back.
Yeah.
I saw.
Why not?
I saw Court's video. He's like, huge surprise. I'm like, not a huge surprise.
Did you see the show?
It was kind of a little bit of a surprise, but not that much.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen so quickly after the final concert.
Yeah.
But I mean, the poor guy looked.
I am blown away. Who would have seen this coming?
The poor guy looked dead 3 weeks ago. He looked dead during the Osbournes 20 years ago.
Yeah,
So.
it's amazing. He lasted longer than I would ever thought.
Yeah.
Here's another talkback we got.
My heart is broken, dudes. Play as much Ozzy as possible. Mr. Crowley, Change, his Crazy Train. All of it, man. I swear to God, this hurts hard. My heart's hurting. Been hurting since last night. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Love you, man.
Tony Iommi posted something. Of course, he's from Black Sabbath. He said, "My thoughts go out to Sharon and all the Osbourne family. Rest in peace, Oz." It's kind of crazy for them because they just hung out with him.
It's a good thing they did that show.
I know.
Buried the hatchet before it all.
But what the hell is Sharon gonna do? I
don't
feel
know.
like
She's going to sell memorabilia.
I know.
and
She's working on the hologram as we speak.
Well, there was rumors that there was a pact, that she had a pact with Ozzy, like if he went, she went.
Oh, wow.
And I'm hoping that that's not the
That
case,
can't
and somebody
be
keeps an eye on
true.
her.
I mean, she's had a
It
long
doesn't-
time to think about
It
that.
would not surprise me.
Yeah, I think that I see her being the business manager of the Ozzy name, to be like, that's going to be her legacy. My legacy for Ozzy is me to fill the bank
Yeah.
with as many dollars as I possibly can.
and she will, no doubt about it.
Well, Ozzy had one hell of a life. All that partying and drinking and snorting ants finally caught up with him.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And may he rest in peace. What a dude.
What a ride.
Yeah.
What a ride.
Isn't it wild that Axl Rose and him met at that Ozzy show, that final
know.
show for the first time?
Yeah.
That's a missed opportunity in 1985.
Like, like a cool mashup or like a
They could have had
song together.
a party of all ages. Like, how did those two not get invited to the same
I
thing?
think you just assume that the rock stars are just hanging out together all the time and everybody knows each other. But I
Yeah,
guess
right.
Like, I
that's
don't
not
have
the
that guy's
case.
number.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
guess the egos are just too big, and maybe back then they just wouldn't. Like,
Or in, like,
I'm not meeting that guy.
Maybe scheduling too. Everyone's on
Yeah.
tour at the same time.
I almost think of it's like, remember the Howard Stern movie Private Parts when they went to go introduce Stern to Imus, and Imus was like, "I'm not meeting that guy. That guy's a hack."
Yeah. It's
Maybe something like that.
I
back then.
guarantee there was a lot of that stuff going on, and now you can communicate. Be like, you just send them a DM or
Right.
you tweet at them or whatever you do. Back then, you'd have to be like, have my agent call his agent.
Yeah.
Say,
And
"We're
tell
gonna
his
have-"
agent that he's a bitch.
Yeah, and if he's willing to bow down, we'll have drinks.
Yeah. We got a lot of text messages coming in on our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line talking about Ozzy. 5858 says they need to do an Ozfest tribute tour, which would be cool.
That would be cool.
Says, hey, Brew, play Close Your Eyes Forever with Ozzy and Lita Ford. That's a great song.
It hits too close to home.
That's a really great song. Yeah, that's a little close to home. Can you give us a little bit?
Yeah.
Let us mourn.
We're mourning.
But don't you see Ozfest coming back now that Ozzy's gone? Because he doesn't have to
sure.
perform at an Ozfest.
I mean, why not?
And just use it as a Halo title.
5531 says, been listening to Ozzy all day. Keep it going, because we were playing a bunch of Ozzy yesterday.
Yeah.
This one says, I heard you say that Ozzy's farewell show with Black Sabbath was their first reunion in 20 years, but I saw them in Tacoma and Ridgefield, Washington around 10 years ago. That was Mike, so maybe Court was just mistaken.
Maybe he was
When he said that.
mistaken.
I think a lot of people were upset with Court yesterday because he played I guess he played Dio, and everyone was like, that's not Black Sabbath, it's Dio.
Everyone's a little on edge while they're mourning.
This text from 9760 says, as much as I'm devastated to hear about Ozzy, which I grew up listening to him, I wish it wasn't a death for you guys to play some of his other music.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay. Well, doing the best we can.
come on.
Yeah.
We're mourning too.
Let's see. Hey, Court, can we get play that version of NIB with Ozzy and Primus? That one's pretty good.
That is that is a good one.
So a lot of people chiming in, sharing their thoughts, but the Ozman dead at 76 years old. Man,
Damn,
R.I.P. Big Dog.
Yeah.
I mean, Sharon and the kids, they live on through Ozempic.
Oh yeah,
They will never
There's never
fade
going to be.
away.
There's never
Well,
going to
they
be
might
another
fade away,
Ozzy.
actually.
Yeah, they might disappear entirely if they keep at it.
And they turn to dust.
Yeah, but there's never going to be another Ozzy. You know?
this is a clip from Ozzy back when he was on with David Letterman, and he was explaining why he bit the head off the bat.
Oh.
So there's a little bit of flashback
Flash
clip. Here it is.
What actually happened was I get a lot of weird people at my concerts, like, you know, it's kind of rock and roll, you know. And somebody threw a bat on stage, and I thought it was one of these toy bats. So I picked it up, bite the thing's head off, and suddenly everybody's freaking out because it's a real bat, because, like, on the stage set, like, the bat goes, like, asleep when the lights go on it. So.
So it was, for all practical purposes, a toy bat.
Yeah, but I can assure you the rabies shots that I went through afterwards aren't fun.
No, they're painful, I understand.
Very painful.
Now, did you know immediately, not having bitten into...
Well, I've eaten some pretty rough chicken on the road, you know. But...
Now, but there are other accounts where you bit the head off was it a pigeon?
Well, it's my hobby, you know.
He's probably. I think
What
he's
a
just trolling.
joker.
Is he just trolling at that point?
That
Yeah.
second one's not true.
Yeah.
But the bat, I mean, to actually bite the head off of it, it's pretty rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember him saying that. Yeah, I thought it was a toy. So it's not like.
Yeah, he thought he was just
Gross.
probably going to bite down on something rubberized, but I would have given it a little tester.
Yeah.
He was probably, pretty lit.
I would imagine.
Let's see. This text from 4492 says, I saw many posts thinking, as I did, that Ozzy is back creating with the guitar master Randy Rhoads. But no, mainstream Ozzy, Children of the Grave, Sweet Leaf. That would be better stuff. Okay?
Okay.
I don't know. What
They were just complaining about the music we were playing.
Oh, for whatever. dude.
Nothing beats getting the group together to
Stream
think
it.
about Ozzy and then yell about the music.
Get it on the iHeartRadio app. I don't know what to tell you.
Got it all there.
Anyway, rest in peace, Ozman. More on those stories, and you can create your own Ozzy playlist. So if you want to listen to Ozzy and Black Sabbath all day long, you can do that
Whatever songs you want.
with the iHeartRadio app, all right?
Bing, bing.
I want to tell you about my friends at the Advocates. If you've ever been in an accident, you already know those insurance companies are difficult to deal with. That's because you're just a number to them. It actually hurts them. It hurts their bottom line, actually, to pay you money. So they're going to do everything they can to avoid paying you that cash, even though they promise you that they'll take care of you. They promise you that you're in good hands. You pay them every money for this stuff. But when push comes to shove, they become difficult. That's why you got to reach out to the Advocates, because they're not going to let that happen. They've been working with these insurance companies for so long that they know exactly what to say and exactly what to do to make sure that they pay you everything that you're owed. Because that's all you're asking for, just what you're owed so you can take care of your bills. Because when you're recovering from a car accident, that's the only thing you should be focused on is your recovery, not dealing with the stress of the insurance companies. So reach out to my friends Ken and Donnie at the Advocates. They know they've been doing this a long time. They've gotten over $100 million for their clients, and they're going to take care of you like you are family. So if you're ever in an accident, even if you haven't been in a while, just write this website down because there's going to be a day where you could be in an accident and you're going to need it. advocateslaw.com. They don't get paid until you do, all right? So there's no risk to you at all. They do not get paid until you get paid. So check them out. Tell them Tanner sent you. advocateslaw.com. The next time you're in a car accident, you're going to need more than an attorney. You're going to need an advocate. advocateslaw.com.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
1, 2, 3.
And now, Brews Sports. Here's Drew.
Well, in the dog days of summer a little bit, you come to the end of Summer League, which is a bit of a tight piece of fruit to squeeze in the first place to get to scratch the sports itch. So we're looking forward to football. And a lot of people don't realize that we're coming up on football so fast. And Laura, you won't have much interest in the preseason, but the first NFL preseason game of the year is a week from tomorrow.
Wow.
So the NFL is on the way back. They're already in camp. Preseason, there's be a couple of weeks of that. And then next thing you know, we're going to blink. And beginning of September will be the beginning of the NFL regular season.
Next thing you know, it's going to be getting dark at 4 o'clock.
I know. And that's not going to be great. But when you get there, when you get to your chair in the pitch black at 4, there will likely be a game about to come on. Also, if you're planning out some of these beautiful games we're going to have in the fall for college football, you've got the Ducks starting their first game in August on the 30th, and Oregon State also plays Cal on the same day at home. So you've got that's going to be a busy day on the freeway. But if you want to get tickets to either of those, I saw that they're available for both Reser Stadium and Autzen Stadium as we speak. There's your sports.
Thank you much. All right, this is your last week to win $1,000 from the Cash Squatch. You could win $1,000 just like Max did yesterday. What are you going to do with your cash, Max?
What I'm going to do with the money is my birthday's Thursday of this week, and so I'm probably going to do a little more of a party than I probably would have.
Nice.
And thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. Happy
And
birthday.
Max sounds like he parties hard.
Yeah, he's getting chips.
Yeah.
This hour's keyword, and you
Maybe
only
some
have
guacamole.
a few more minutes to get it in. You've got until 7 o'clock, so don't waste any time. The keyword is pay. 1059thebrew.com is the website. Enter that keyword in right now to win $1,000.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Broods, Tanner, Drew, and Laura. What would you spend an extra $1,000 on? You know, you don't get paid for a couple of days now. You know, maybe that money's already gone because you have bills and a mortgage and kids in soccer.
Adult stuff.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know, like I've been really wanting to buy a Blackstone really bad. Like, especially when I went camping, I saw a bunch of people who had their portable Blackstones out there, the little flat tops. And I was like, God, I got to get one of those.
You can do a lot on that.
So I think that's probably the first thing I'd buy.
Nice.
Or maybe just put that towards an ATV. I really want one of those too.
Oh, my God.
I know. I'm
Tanner.
getting out of control.
Just
I want an ATV.
Pull up to your Blackstone on an ATV.
Yeah, you just get a trailer first because you're going to need it for your ATV and your Blackstone. So
Then the trailer's like, I think, more expensive than the stuff that I want. So
yeah.
I probably should get that first.
Just, put it all towards that. You need the first grand.
Well, whatever you spend your cash on, it's up to you. You need the keyword, and here it is.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom, for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
So you remember the old saying, the price of rent is too damn high.
It's too damn high.
Remember that?
Of course.
Of course.
Well, I feel like the new motto is the price of concert tickets are too damn high.
Oh,
Yeah, they are.
You can say that again.
Because every time, well, I will. The price of concert tickets are too damn high.
Thank you.
Welcome, very welcome. It looks like concert ticket prices are going up
How is that a thing? I don't even know how that's possible.
because greed, and they don't care about us.
Yeah, and it's almost like they realized they could charge it, and once they did, it was over.
We're still paying for it. Like,
That's the problem.
If
I
people
feel like
stopped
if
paying for it,
if we revolted and we're like, no, I'm not going to pay $200 for a nosebleed seat, then they would lower the prices.
but people are like,
for
but I
some
want to see
reason-
Creed and Shine down together.
Yeah, exactly.
So they go buy the tickets. Concert tickets are crazy. You know, when my first concert ticket that I ever bought was to a band called Local H at La Luna here in Portland. Ticket was $9.50. Not even a full. I mean, maybe with the service fee, it was like $10.50 or something.
Yeah, but back then the service fee was like 50 cents.
Yeah, it was nothing.
It wasn't the price of the ticket again.
Nowadays, you buy like if you wanted to go to Metallica at the Moda Center, you'd spend $150, $170 for
just like
midsection seats.
Yeah.
If you wanted to sit on the floor, like up close to the stage, you were talking $800, $900, maybe $1,000 or more.
Yeah.
I saw some packages for, I can't remember the artist. It was like Elton John or somebody. I can't remember who, but I think it was not Elton John, somebody else. But the package for like the VIP section, you know, it was like $1,500.
Yeah.
And it was just a pair.
And then you have the bots scooping up all the tickets
Yeah. And then
when they go on
reselling.
sale and then
them.
reselling them for even more.
Drew's going to see Morgan Wallen, I believe, this weekend.
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
And in San Francisco, the most expensive place on earth.
Right. Like a sandwich is $25.
Yeah, and I haven't been to San Francisco since was a kid, so I'm excited about that. But I know the one thing I know about San Fran, other than beautiful bridge, is you better get that wallet out, son.
And don't leave your stuff in the car because somebody will bash and take it out.
Yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, we're going to Morgan Wallen, and so you had to do that thing where you got into the pre-sale and you waited in line and you're in the queue, and it was as hard as trying to get an Oasis ticket.
Yeah, Laura was in the queue for Oasis, and I think she was.
Yeah, and I was like at 95,000 deep. And I was like, I'm going to pass on this.
So Oasis was a little harder than Morgan, but not too far because, in order to get pretty good seats, like we saw him once before and just took a standard seat in a giant arena and realized that you're pretty far away from the guy.
Yeah.
If you're in a stadium.
At Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, we were a mile from him.
You need a telescope.
Luckily, he sang one song on the other end of the stadium to throw everyone a bone.
Yeah.
but we needed to get closer. So these tickets, they came at a clip.
Really?
With service fee, $500 a piece.
Oh, my God.
$1,000.
Yeah, but this is a birthday present, right?
It's an everything present.
Okay.
You think the whole year we did not go on a vacation up until now. We bought this then and then paid for it through the year.
Yeah.
But that's just insane. I know your wife loves Morgan Wallen, and that's great that you guys have this experience. But I don't think any artist is worth $1,000 for a pair of tickets, and it's asinine that these people are charging this. Even though I think Kid Rock is a douche, at least he charges $20 a ticket, and he'll do like 4 shows in a row, 4 nights.
Yeah.
You know, why can't people do that? Why is the greed so thick with these bitches?
I don't know.
And
because they can. That's why.
And even if we could just, I know it's not even enough, but if we could just shave the service fee, because when the number balloons, so does the fee. It doesn't stay at $8. You know, and so if we could shave $150 in fees off or whatever,
that'd be great.
Yeah, at least help out at least
on each ticket.
What is the most expensive concert ticket you've ever purchased? 866-445-1059. You can shoot us a talkback through our iHeartRadio app or a text message through our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line at 98197. I think the most expensive ticket I ever purchased wasn't necessarily a concert. It was a ticket to go see Hamilton. At the, I think it was at the Schnitz, or whatever. Is that the big one downtown? The big theater, the Schnitz.
The Arlington, yeah. The one that with the Portland sign.
No, it wasn't that one. It was the Keller. Sorry, it was the Keller.
Okay.
And so it was $800 for a pair of two tickets.
Yeah, that's wild. Were your
For a
seats
play.
good?
No, they were in the back.
And I'm assuming those were resale tickets.
I think so.
That wasn't like face value. For
I don't
those
think so.
tickets.
Yeah,
that would be crazy.
I think I purchased
Because
StubHub
800
or
is,
something.
there's only a couple plays that are worth that.
Hamilton maybe.
The Book
It's
of Mormon.
absolutely
Book of Mormon, yeah.
not.
You don't think so?
$800?
Oh,
No.
you're saying like
Well, it's not worth
it's not
it.
worth
as in
it, but
fair.
like I understand
It's the
why they
same
charge
thing-
so much.
It's the same thing with the argument against the Morgan Wallen. I can't argue that it's a good deal. It's an awful deal.
Yeah.
But it's just they know. Here's the one thing I notice also: there's never an empty stadium.
Right.
These people, it's full every time. So what's to stop them from just being
Yeah.
like? They're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna lower the price so it's just as full as it was.
Yeah.
You know, it's just we're in a rock and a hard place.
98197. That's our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. Want to know what the most expensive concert ticket you ever purchased was? Fat Thor says, I saw Outkast for $12 at the Roseland. That's cheap. I want to know what's the most expensive show you ever went to.
How much was their show when Hey Ya came out?
Gosh, 5858 said they remember buying Rockfest tickets for $30. You see like 15 bands.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's how the Warped Tour was. It was like a $30 ticket.
Yeah.
And it was a festival.
Wouldn't you get the tickets at the van store?
You could get them. Yeah, you could get them at weird places.
Because it
But
was
that,
the
like-
Vans Warped Tour.
Now with like the When We Were Young festival, which is basically the Warped Tour, they're charging festival prices.
I wanted
it's
to
like
go to that.
$450. It's
I
like,
want-
no,
yeah.
I saw all these bands
Whoa.
ages ago.
Yeah, and some of these bands like haven't put on a show in like 15
They're all like
years.
one-hit wonders.
They're coming out just for this
They're in
festival.
a
It's like,
they're in a
nah.
punk shirt with a donut around their waist.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like When We Were Young is the same thing both days. So first they signed on for one day, and then like that sold out, and so they did
Right.
2 days, but it was the exact same day, or same thing. They just
Yeah.
repeated it.
It's like it's exactly like the Warped Tour.
Yeah, and they
So
charge you a
and then,
buttload.
yeah, run
No
the meter,
thanks.
baby.
What is the most expensive concert ticket you've ever purchased? We got to talk back through our iHeartRadio
Lumber
app.
crew sitting there talking about how expensive concert tickets are. I got the Sleep Token coming up in October.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of the new flavor of heavy metal, quote unquote.
Love it.
And we paid for nosebleeds. I mean, day they came out for roughly about $300 with the service fee, which is insane. You know, I'm used to spending $1,000 for VIP for Tool, but that comes with a lot of benefits. So they better rock.
Yeah, I hear they're great live. I haven't seen them, but they're selling out shows like crazy.
for a rock
Sleep
show, I
Token.
feel like that's wild. Like I would expect that for a pop show, like Taylor Swift or whatever. But come on, bro.
Whoa, listen to this. I would love to see Adele just because she's a beast. She's
Yeah.
talented as hell.
Very talented.
2219 says most expensive concert ticket I bought was tickets to see Adele in Las Vegas. 2 tickets were almost $1,700 for balcony seats.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And
That
you know what?
residency made all the money.
And I don't think it will ever stop making money. Rich people just love to sit and watch Adele.
Oh yeah,
Just sing to me.
for sure.
This text from 2268 says Bob Dylan at the Moda Center. Towards the front row in the center, it was $1,200 a ticket.
Oh my
Worst
God.
concert I've ever been to. He was terrible.
I saw Bob Dylan 2 nights in a row at the Gorge once, and he played the same set 2 nights in a row, but his ticket was like $45, and you could push your way right to the front.
That's nice.
Damn.
Let's go to Spencer. What's up, Spence? What's the most expensive concert ticket you ever purchased?
Well, show, but Wicked, when it came through, man, I've seen it 4 times. I had to take my lady, and it was $200 a ticket
It's
for nosebleeds.
so good though. Wicked is worth the $200
For bleeders.
Yeah.
100%, but I was like, I'm going to take my lady. She's going to love it. And I saw the price, and she goes, so are we going? And I was like, yeah.
It's sold out, babe.
Sorry.
Yeah. You do a little reversal.
We're just
coming up with
not
excuses.
going to eat meat this week. It's okay.
Yeah, you just come up with excuses. Like, it's just a touring cast, babe. You don't even want to see that one.
Yeah, I heard
I
it's
heard it's not
great.
even that
Reviews
good.
aren't awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Spence. Thanks, man. Yeah, Wicked is so good. I can understand dropping $400, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. I'd be butthurt about it, but once a song started, I'd be all for it.
I'd
Whatever.
never seen
you paid
Wicked.
$800 for Hamilton. $400 is nothing.
I like Hamilton.
Yeah,
You know,
It's your money bags over
I'd
here.
never seen Wicked before the movie came out. It's pretty awesome.
It is. I saw the play first.
Yeah,
and
I wish
had
I
no
had,
idea
but-
what I was going into. My girlfriend took me at the time, and I had no idea what I was going into, and I had a smile on my face the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I took a weed gummy beforehand because I thought it was gonna suck.
Yeah.
And it just made it all better.
Yeah,
And
of
all
course.
in, baby.
So great. Let's see. 8286 says, I guess it's from Devin. He spent $1,700 for 2 tickets to Aerosmith and the Black Crowes, and then they canceled it after 2 years.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, at least you got your money back.
Yeah.
That's a slow roast.
This person says mine was Rammstein. I paid $250 8 years ago.
Oh, wow, that's for 8 years ago. That's a lot.
Yeah, that would be a lot of money then.
Pay for the pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get all that gasoline.
Let's see. This 9214 says I don't really pay too much for drinkage, but in these days, together in the culture is ridiculous. I agree with you guys 100%. One thing that I don't agree with is that Kid Rock is a douche. I love what he stands for, and I like his music. I still love you guys no matter what.
Okay, thanks.
He's got his team.
I mean, bow to bow is it's
Cowboy.
Bow with the ba to ba to bang diggy diggy. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I don't think he knows what it means.
You guys, Sheryl Crow doesn't do duets with just anyone. She sees talent and she strikes.
That's a good point, Drew.
I refuse to give in. He is a douchebag till he dies. Let's see. 0938 says I saw Dylan with the Dead in Eugene, and that was maybe $50.
That ain't expensive.
I don't know who's Dylan with the Dead.
Well, it was Bob Dylan with the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
I thought Dylan with the Dead was the name of the band. I was like, that sounds cool.
And when there was a time where Bob Dylan was always with the Grateful Dead, and even after they died, I saw him with a member of the Grateful Dead, Phil Lesh.
Oh yeah, isn't he dead?
Yes.
Oh, R.I.P. Phil.
They were old.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Sorry, that was
There's a candle lit.
That's kind of an insensitive way to bring that up.
Dead?
What's the most expensive concert ticket you've ever purchased? Drew's going to Morgan Wallen next weekend with his wife Amy in San Francisco. $500 a ticket. That's a kick right to the coin purse. 866-445-1059. Your calls after Harvey Danger on the Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back.
All right, we want to know what's the most expensive concert ticket you've ever purchased. You know, sometimes the band's one of your favorite bands, and you're just like, I don't care what it costs. I'm going to this band.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into debt for this band. And you know, I get it because
No regrets.
No regrets, because there's sometimes like when we went to Limp Bizkit. I mean, luckily Beefwater got us the tickets for free, but that was a show that I absolutely would have paid for if we hadn't gotten tickets. And I don't care how much the price would have been. I would have paid for a ticket.
Yeah.
You can still give me money.
No,
Whatever.
I
You
will
didn't
not.
pay for those tickets either, Beef. Get out of here.
So we want to know what's the most expensive concert ticket. Drew's taking his wife Amy to Morgan Wallen next weekend, and it was $500 a ticket.
And I'm trying to legitimize a little bit because it's her 40th birthday kind of special moment. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna do something nice for
And
her.
it's
But
an
it is a lot.
experience. You guys will both have fun.
I would have preferred it to come in at like 180 a ticket.
Yeah.
The most expensive ticket I ever purchased was 2 tickets to go see the play Hamilton, and that was about $800. Beefwater, what was your most expensive ticket?
That I have paid for with my own money?
Yeah, because you've been working in the radio business for a while, so you got a lot of free tickets.
I also,
Bit of a grinder.
I mean, the most expensive ticket I can think of that I came into, my buddy hooked me up with a ticket to UFC in Vegas right after my son was born. My son had been born like 3 days, and then he calls me up and he's like, hey, listen.
And you bailed on your wife?
He goes,
for
I got
free?
an extra ticket to UFC on Saturday. I got the hotel. All you got to do is get here.
Okay.
And so I go to the wife and I go, listen, I know the timing is terrible here.
This is a once in a lifetime
She's like,
experience.
just go. You're driving me crazy anyway.
But look, there's a host of people coming in and out of this house.
Yeah.
What do you say I dip out
we
for
have
24
lasagna
hours?
for days.
We're cool. And so I did. I jumped a plane, went and saw UFC, but that ticket was $600 when my son was born. So 20 years ago.
I think we
19
could
years
do.
ago.
I think that could be another edition of Who's the A-hole maybe later on this week. We'll get to that some other time.
Well, I
But-
mean, it's only an a-hole if she says, no, you can't go. And I go, yeah, see you at the airport.
But still, I mean, 3 days. The baby was 3 days old.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny
but
is,
when else are you going to get to go to that UFC?
and not to defend you deserting your family, but when my first kid was born, and like she was like 2 or 3 days old, and Amy's like, go golfing. And I was like, go golfing. And I went golfing, and I was like, oh my God, I get to golf with a new, like, I get to golf. That was like the final, that was like goodbye.
That was the final time.
That-
Go say goodbye to the golf course.
Enjoy this now.
And I
Drew.
saw the people I knew at the golf course. They're like, you're back. Oh my God, they're letting you golf. No, it was goodbye.
I'm here on a day pass.
Yeah.
It was the final goodbye.
Let's go to Nicole. Good morning, Nicole. What is the most expensive concert ticket you ever purchased?
So last August, Lamb of God was supposed to be in Portland. My husband bought the tickets. He's a huge fan, like 5 months in advance, looking forward to it. VIP passes, they were like $350 each.
Damn.
Couldn't wait. And my mom passed away 2 days before the concert.
Oh my
Couldn't
God.
go.
You couldn't go, so all that money went to waste. You didn't try to resell them.
It was such a horrible moment that, like,
You just forgot about it.
my
Yeah.
husband just didn't. Yeah, he's like, I don't care right now. But I want to give a shout out to Lamb of God. They, like, a month later, they sent us a huge box of, like, signed posters, socks, like, just random merch.
That's rad.
That's awesome.
And it made my husband's day.
How'd
So we didn't get to go to the
they
concert.
find out that you guys couldn't go to the show? Like how'd that come about?
I have no idea. I have no clue. They just ran. I don't know if because we had VIP passes and we just didn't show up. I'm
Maybe
not exactly
maybe
sure
all the
how that
VIP people got that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Or maybe
Either way, it's
somebody,
cool.
maybe somebody in your circle, like tagged them in a post on, somehow
Yeah.
reached out,
got the information.
But
to
they
the
are
band.
Lamb of God. They probably just know.
I think Loki, your husband, might have sent an email
For real.
trying to get that money back.
No, he honestly didn't. He tried to just give them away to his little brother, and his little brother had to work, couldn't go, and he's like, you know what, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm sorry to hear
so-
about the passing of your mom. I hope you're doing all right with that. But yeah, that's an expensive concert ticket. Next time they come through town, they will come through and we'll hook you up.
It'll be another 700 if you want to do it the way you want it.
Exactly.
All right, thanks for the call, Nicole. We have some more calls coming in. First, let me read some of these text messages. This one It's from 4894. It says the most expensive concert was last year, Aftershock, and it was $500 for VIP. Crazy that it was more than Taylor Swift in New Orleans, and that was $109.
Whoa, 109. That is a steal for
Taylor Swift.
tickets.
$109.
That must have been a while ago.
Wait, that
right?
was that for
No, that was
parking?
last year. Yeah, exactly.
Was that parking?
Yeah.
Even 500 VIP festival price sounds pretty
That's pretty
reasonable.
good.
But you said Aftershock was last year, but I don't know that he was, because you said Taylor Swift in New Orleans.
She was just
She was
in
just
New
there?
Orleans. Yeah.
Maybe it was 1,009.
Maybe that's standing room only? I mean, Jesus.
God, maybe.
I know. Well, I do think the second leg of her Eras tour wasn't as
big.
People like scratching each other's eyes out to get tickets.
Let's go to Syrian Steve. Good morning, Syrian Steve. What is the most expensive concert ticket you ever purchased?
Hey, good morning, my radio family. How we doing today?
Doing well, brother.
Well, back in, I have two ultimate favorite bands, Metallica and then Led Zeppelin is one of them. And I never thought in my life that I'll ever see Led Zeppelin. Until like back in like 94 or 95, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant came to Portland. And I would have sold my soul for that show. And my old man helped. You know, I paid like $160 a ticket, and there was 2 tickets.
Damn, that's honestly pretty good.
And back then,
that's a lot.
Robert Plant and Jimmy Page.
That'd be like a $500 ticket now,
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I camped in front of G.I. Joe's for freaking 2 days.
As you should.
Old school, man.
Rite of passage.
That's the way it should be.
That's the only Ticketmaster that we should have.
All my concert ticket buying memories are in front of a G.I. Joe's, hoping I'd get in line before they sold out.
Look, I wish kids today could experience that.
Yeah, you're just sitting on line while you're on the toilet. We were in line at a G.I. Joe's in the rain.
Yeah, with the cops coming to dump your beer out.
Did you ever camp? Did you ever show
all the time? Yeah, all the time.
You showed up to G.I. Joe's and camped all night
all the time
for like what show?
For any show that you went to in high school. Like that was the only way to get a ticket. So
Wow.
we'd go. We would all we had a circle of friends, and we'd hang up. We'd go buy a couple cases of beer, get the camp stuff together, and the more you did it, it was just a reunion because everybody camped out at the same store every time. So they'd be like, "Oh, dude, how you been? What's going?"
That's cool.
It was a fun time.
And I feel like it's a good place because if you're running out of camping gear, you just go inside and get some.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and now.
Yeah, I mean.
Go ahead.
I mean, you get to go and like have shifts, man. Like your friends come and sit for you. You go home, shower really quick, or go grab something to eat so that way you don't lose, and your place in line.
Yeah,
it was like the greatest feeling, like it's the greatest experience, man. It's so awesome, but
And then you had like a physical ticket. Remember those old school Ticketmaster tickets?
Oh
man?
yeah, bro. Check this out. The one time we did it, and the person showed up late for work. You know what I mean? So they.
Ticketmaster didn't open?
Didn't open up on time. So they got there like 9:15. Tickets go on sale at 9, and it was almost a murder.
They had a mutiny on their hands.
Kids these days, they don't know, man. Like now all those are at Dick's Sporting Goods, and I drive by the one I used to sit in front of, and I'm like, God, if only they know the grind of that wall over there.
That's right. All right, Steve. Love your face, brother. Appreciate it.
Love you guys. Take care.
We do have some talkback messages coming in through our iHeartRadio app. What's the most expensive concert ticket you ever purchased?
Morning, Brew Crew. The most expensive concert for me was Electric Light Orchestra. It was last year. I paid $150 with fees for the tickets each. I got a pair, and the day before I got sick, so I couldn't go to the show.
Man.
Bummer.
And there was no way to resell them. So, kind of got screwed on that one. Bing bong.
I think they tour a lot. Am I wrong, or is that
last year would have been the last tour?
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say we could hook them up again, but that sucks.
Awful. They'll never tour again.
They should do it like airline tickets. Remember, you could sell you some insurance on your concert tickets. So if something goes sideways,
you can do that with other things.
idea.
I feel like you can do that. I did that with a campsite the other day.
And that'd be another way for them to make yet more money on the concert tickets.
Let's turn that 500 into 615.
9985 says, Justin here. Thank you. Thanks to you guys, I win most of my tickets, but I did have to pay to see Metallica. Luckily, my father-in-law buys a lot of tickets also. The tickets for Metallica were expensive.
Yeah.
I love them, but
Man,
they
he's
do
got
know
all
how-
kinds of hustles. He's like, if I don't get them from you guys, then I bum them off of him.
My
and then,
father-in-law.
then I'll slip into something.
Someone said, who else remembers buying tickets from G.I. Joe's? We literally just talked about that.
Yeah.
So welcome to the program.
I don't.
Where?
Well, I would sit outside of, let's see, where would I get my tickets?
Like
FYE.
Oh, for your entertainment?
Yeah. Or,
or your, what was it?
It was for your entertainment.
Is that for God songs?
No, it was.
Oh, I thought you were like going to like.
Stood in line for 2 days to get the new DC Talk.
Was that
Talk.
a freestanding store?
It was in the mall. I think they did. I think maybe they did have freestanding stores, but the one that I always went to was in the mall. And they had a Ticketmaster booth inside the FYE. Yeah.
9748 says, I paid over $400 for 2 tickets to see the Foo Fighters, but we had to drive 126 miles to the ANC airport, and paid to park our car, flew to Seattle for 5 days, paid for an Airbnb inspection car for that trip, and paid a sitter for my toddler at the time. So that was a lot of money.
Yeah, I think for me,
She's big.
I haven't spent a ton of money on concert tickets because I, like everybody else in this room, has been a bit spoiled by the industry we work in. But the shows that I have spent a lot of money to go to, it's often because I fly there. I have to book a hotel. I have to rent a car or get Ubers.
Like you're going to go see My Chemical Romance in Chicago soon.
Yeah, so it's like I have to buy the flight. I have to get a train ticket from Detroit to Chicago. We have to book hotels. So it's like all that stuff that makes it more expensive than the actual.
Yeah.
I didn't
concert
know
ticket.
that Chicago was touring with My Chemical Romance. That's quite a combo.
Yeah, all the horns on stage. It's going to be great.
Let's go to Arla. Arla, what's the most expensive concert ticket you ever purchased?
Steam-powered giraffes, VIP, $300 to take the 7-year-old.
Wow.
Steam-powered giraffe?
$700 a ticket. That's when you're talking about kid stuff.
No.
Those prices are crazy.
$300 per ticket.
Oh, 300. Sorry, but I said
For
7.
VIP, and it was for my 7-year-old to go see the concert. He's obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
hold
insane.
on. What is a steam-powered giraffe?
Sounds like a
band.
snooze fest.
Oh, it's a band?
It's a band.
And it's not like the Wiggles or whatever. It's like an
kid
adult
songs
band,
or an
right?
adult band?
No,
Yeah.
It's an adult band. They do. They dress up like steampunk, and they pretend that they're robots.
Wow. Well, that's
riveting.
something.
Have you called us before about this?
I feel like I'm having deja vu
Yeah.
of like this exact conversation with her.
Well, I called you guys to find out if you guys were going to be giving out the tickets.
Okay.
Ma'am, I've never even heard of them. I don't remember this last call. So I have no idea.
You're
But
the lucky one, sir.
if we do, please call back because clearly those tickets are way overpriced. Thank you, Arla. What do you think about this? You've seen Weird Al before. You thought he was great, Drew.
Yeah, he was great.
3842 says $269 per ticket for Weird Al.
Whoa. Is that at Edgefield?
It must have been.
What did you say again?
$269 for Weird Al. But was that at the zoo?
Per ticket?
That couldn't even be a...
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a reasonable resale. I mean, he sells out, immediately.
So that's
See,
probably
I
a
was,
resale.
I was lucky enough that I was introducing him at the county fair.
Yeah.
And
Oh
so
my
I just got to
God.
sit in the crowd when I was done.
Yeah.
I mean, he sold out back-to-back nights this year at Edgefield.
That's wild. Let's go to Sean. Sean, what's the most expensive concert ticket?
Man, I spent about $1,000 on 2 tickets to Depeche Mode, and I spent about $6 something for U2 at the Sphere in Vegas, and then all the airfare and hotel.
Yeah.
Right.
See, that's a show I'd be willing to pay a little bit more money for, is to see one of my favorite bands at the Sphere.
I was going to say you too.
I'm not going to see U2. I don't care about the Dead and Company or
But there's
the
so many
Eagles.
more options coming.
But as soon as they get like a Metallica in there or Limp Bizkit in the
Backstreet
Spins-
Boys?
I feel like
Yeah?
that is...
They've already been there.
That's an
Oh, they have. They were
exclusive
just
experience.
Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't you say the Sphere is
Hey,
like...
hey, you two is not the Backstreet Boys, okay?
Well, in my opinion, they're very close.
Yeah, it's not far off.
Thanks, Sean.
Fair enough, touche. But hey, but you know what? It was worth it. It is the best experience of your life.
Yeah.
So whatever you see, go see it there. It was amazing.
Thanks,
and
man.
I feel the same way. I went to the Sphere, and it's one of those, that's an experience more than a concert. You've got to call it more than a concert. It's just like a thing where you're like, oh, okay.
Well,
that's on a level.
It absorbs you.
Yeah.
Like you become part of the experience.
Within 1 minute, you remind yourself that your feet are on the ground. You're like, don't forget, your feet are on the ground.
All right, coming up next, we're going to play the Rotten Tomatoes game for your shot at tickets to go see a taping of the My Favorite Murder podcast at the Schnitz. So since it's the murder podcast that we're sending you to, we're going to just do murder movies that have to do with murder.
We're getting you in the mood.
And death and mayhem. So, yeah, right. Getting you in the mood for it. We're looking for callers 10 and 11 right now, 866-445-1059. We'll play that game for your chance to win after The Offspring. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers.
Portland's rock station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All right, coming up at the Schnitz in October, it is a taping of My Favorite Murder, the podcast. Drew used to binge this podcast a lot. I listened to a couple episodes.
Yeah, they're entertaining, and they present the story well. They're able to paint the picture for you.
I like a good murder mystery.
Yeah,
but
it's good.
I don't particularly have like a favorite murder. That's kind of weird, though, to say.
Well, they've got a favorite every week, so lucky.
Do you have a favorite murder, Beefwater Bay?
I mean, I have some that I think are a little more creative than others. I don't know if I have a favorite per se.
Yeah.
But like I said,
who do you think's more creative?
I think the Menendez brothers.
Those they were creative.
Creative's a weird way to describe it.
But they went out and immediately thought they were going to get away with it, spent a bunch of money like fools.
Went to a basketball
game.
game.
I'm talking like John Wayne Gacy, like
they
dressing
did
as
sit
a clown.
BTK.
Like, yeah.
Did they sit courtside after?
Yes.
Yeah.
After they killed, they went courtside.
That's pretty. I mean, interesting. I think more than creative is what.
Yeah, I just think they were dumb and cocky. You know,
Well,
they were
it's just
children,
interesting that
basically.
somebody could even compartmentalize on that level.
Yeah. How could you shoot your mom in the face with a shotgun and then go watch a game
and get some popcorn?
It just doesn't seem.
Yeah,
something like I would.
It wouldn't compute.
All right, so let's play this game right now called the Rotten Tomatoes game, the Murder Edition. Let's meet our contestant this morning. Calling from Hillsboro. Her name is it Ren? Hello, is this Ren?
No, Caesar.
Oh, that's Caesar. Oh, that's not Ren. Hold on.
I think it's the caller one. Line one.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry. Sorry, is this Ren?
This is Ren.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, she was probably yelling into the phone. It's me!
That's a cool name. Is it short for something? Like Renee?
Nope, just Ren.
Just
Ren.
I like it.
Standard.
Where's Stimpy? You got a friend name?
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I couldn't
So
stop
cheap,
myself.
Laura.
I couldn't stop myself.
So cheap.
It just came out.
Listen, I was thinking it. I'm glad you said it.
You're just glad to get out in front of that car.
All right, let's play this game here. Ren, I'm going to give you some movie titles, and you're just going to have to tell us which movie is rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes. You got to get at least 3 out of 5 to win. And if you lose, you have to listen to us give your tickets to the murder podcast to somebody who did nothing.
Okay.
All right. And again, these are all movies that have to do with murder, and mayhem.
All right.
What movie's rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes, Ren? John Wick or Kill Bill?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's a classic. I'm going to say John Wick.
Is John Wick rated higher on the tomats? What do you say, Beef?
I'm saying.
You say no?
I would have went Kill Bill.
John Wick is rated higher.
Really close, though.
Yeah,
really
just by a
close.
point. John Wick has 86%, Kill Bill 85%.
Okay.
What movie's rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes, Ren? Troy with Brad Pitt
Brad Pitt's butt.
or Gladiator with Maximus Meridius? Russell Crowe.
I'm going to go with Troy.
Is Troy rated higher?
Come on! Don't get distracted by the butt.
Yeah,
Gladiator.
You got distracted by Brad's butt.
Marcus Decimus Meridius.
Gladiator's 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Troy, 53%.
Ouch.
Come on.
Not even his ass could make that movie better.
It tried. 1-1.
What movie's rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes, Ren? The Departed with Leonardo DiCaprio or Gangs of New York with Leonardo DiCaprio?
This is tough.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Both are the same director.
I'll say the second.
You're saying
Gangs
of New York. I'm sorry.
Incorrect.
Gangs of New York has a 72%. The Departed, 91%.
72 is unfair.
Yeah, Gangs of New York is great.
Yeah, I remember.
Meat tenderloin.
I remember there just being wild fanfare over that movie.
I loved it.
It's definitely, I thought it was just a classic, but a cult classic at least.
What's our score?
It is 1-2. She's on the ropes.
You get this next one wrong, you have to listen to us give your tickets away. What movie's rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes? True Romance or Natural Born Killers?
Natural Born Killer.
Natural Born Killers rated higher on the tomats.
No.
Sorry, Natural Born Killers has a 51%. True Romance, 93%.
Dang. I love True Romance.
Yeah.
A little Christian Slater for you.
Ren, you have to listen to us give your tickets to somebody who did nothing. And that person is who? What's your name?
Caesar.
Caesar, that's right. That's Caesar. You just got yourself passes to the My Favorite Murder podcast.
All right.
A live taping. Beefwater made sure that I'd say it live.
I asked you to actually not say that part.
Oh, okay.
I asked you to say just My Favorite Murder live at the Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall.
There it is. My Favorite Murder live. Whatever. I'll get it eventually. All right, there you go, Caesar. Hang on the phone. We'll get your information, and we'll have another pair of tickets coming up tomorrow for My Favorite Murder live.
Look at that.
There we are. You happy?
Dialed it right in.
Son of a bitch. I could care less.
No taping.
All right, coming up in a few minutes, we're going to check your talkback messages. If you got something to say to the show, download the iHeartRadio app. You do have a few more minutes left, about 14 minutes left to get this hour's keyword in, though, if you want to win $1,000. And this is your last week to win. You've got today, tomorrow, and Friday, and then we got to put this cash game on ice for a little bit. So the keyword is Bills. Log on right now, 1059thebrew.com, and enter the keyword Bills to win.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
1059 The Brew. It's Portland's rock station. Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All right, this is the last week to win $1,000 in cash from the Cash Squatch. Your last week to win $1,000, just like Belinda.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. iHeartRadio, I love you guys.
We are pretty great.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Love you back.
Belinda.
When you hear the keyword, you just got to log onto the website, 1059thebrew.com, and enter it to win. And we do this once an hour, so you got 13 chances today to win the cash. Here's this hour's keyword.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom, for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
All right, our next weigh-in is coming up later on this morning. The Blubberburn weigh-in. I think this is weigh-in number 3.
Yes.
And so that's going to happen at 9:30. We're going to find out how much weight I've lost and how much weight Beef has lost in the last week, because we did this a week ago today. I'm not really excited about mine. I don't know that I'm going to. I don't know. I'm not excited.
I'm with you. I'm not super excited about this week either. I feel like I've hit a little bit of a taper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, me cheating while camping really screwed me up. And I think I'm going to be the same as last week.
But I also feel like the weight you lose at the beginning, that's the stuff that you drop the fastest. So now you're getting into the meat and potatoes of it.
But it was going to be a plateau week. Whether it's this week or next week, there's normally, I mean, not always, but normally 1 week where it plateaus.
I've also shifted my mindset a little bit to not focus on the pounds so much as like my physical appearance. Like I'm noticing a difference in my midsection. I'm noticing a difference in the way my shirts fit. So
me too. The shirts
stuff's happening.
I'm noticing like my buttons aren't stretching as much.
You just don't get that payoff of seeing a physical number that tells you you're doing
right.
That's why I don't even own a scale. It's like if I am okay with the way I look, then I don't care how much I weigh.
Well,
healthy way to look at it.
We are going to do the weigh-in at 9:30. So listen, we'll have Shirley from G3 on to talk about it as well. All right. So I want to know this morning how your job changed you. We were talking about this off the air. We've mentioned this on the air before, but, Drew and I have been in radio for so long that, we wear headphones about 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
And because of that, we have created a dent in the top of our heads where the headphones sit. And like literally, if you ran your fingers across the top of my head, you'll feel like it feels like a little like half pipe. If you were doing those little skateboard finger things, little finger skateboards, you could just rock the half pipe.
Jump.
It'd be like it's pushed in enough to where it'd be like where the water would run off if it was in a field somewhere.
A little gutter.
Have you felt my dent, Case?
Yeah, it's more of a trough.
Oh, there is a trough.
Wow.
And it's the exact, since we've been wearing the same headphones too, like the same brand and style for all those years, it's like the same shape.
Yeah.
It goes exactly along the ridge there. And it's just, you know how these tribes will stretch their neck or their ears or their nose?
We did that with our skulls.
We flattened our skulls for you guys.
Honestly, I'm thinking about getting like inner ear monitors so I can.
Good idea.
Maybe I can reshape my head.
I thought you were going to say a skull lift. I'm like, I'll look into it with you.
Like Elvis Duran or Ryan Seacrest or somebody.
Yeah, where it looks like I'm not wearing headphones, but I am.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So, how did your job change you? Because now Drew and I are deformed because of this damn job. Mm-hmm. Our heads look, I can't never go bald. Like I could never shave my head because it would look weird.
Your head would look so crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You could store things there, though. It's a nice flat
That's true.
surface.
Yeah, that's where you keep your pencil.
That's where I used to stash my weed. 866-445-1059 is the number. How did your job change you? Beefwater Bay, you were an electrician for a long time.
Yeah.
Did it give you bad knees or a bad back?
None of that hurt me.
You got the black lung?
I would say this job has done a nice job of developing a sweet ulcer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that our old original job half broke my stomach too, kind of like yours did. Stress, when you have bosses who are more aggressive than we do now. So yeah, I could see that. You ulcered yourself.
Yeah.
I remember when I was working for Z100 here in Portland, I used to do this thing called the Streak of the Week, where every Friday I'd go and streak a high school football game.
And that is anxiety.
Yeah, and this was back in the day when radio, literally the bosses told me, go get us into some trouble. Because back then, if you got a little news attention, a little trouble, it like helped with ratings.
Free publicity.
Yeah. Things have changed now, but yeah. So he told us to go get into some trouble, and that's exactly what I did.
I bet if you went out streaking now, we'd still get some attention.
Oh yeah, one last time.
Right. But what was the point? I remember I developed an ulcer that season.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'd be so nervous about it, and
that's not a coincidence.
And I had to go to the doctor, and he goes, I was like, I have these terrible stomach pains, and I'm throwing up a little bit. And he goes, yeah, bro, you've developed an ulcer.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just because of stress of my damn job.
It makes sense.
I had that same conversation with my doctor, and I said, hang on a second, I got to check some email. You just.
And he was like, this is what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, time out. Hang on, I got to get
down
back
the
to work
phone.
real quick.
Yeah.
Laura, have you ever had a job that changed you, whether physically or mentally?
I mean, working in radio has certainly made me more of a jaded person. I am bitter and angry all the time now, and I attribute that to my job. No, I think even before radio.
She's not joking.
Just kidding, but seriously. I think even before radio, there are still things that I will do. Like my first job ever was in retail. And even now when I'm in retail stores, I will face hangers. I will take clothes that have fallen off onto the floor and I will hang them back
So
up.
you're trained.
So I'm like, I am always straightening racks.
Dude, I dated a girl who's the one who used to work at Cinnabon, and she was like that. We would go anywhere, and she'd start organizing cleaning, and then like I remember one time we went to the movies, and she used to work at a movie theater. So all of a sudden she's like organizing the straw dispenser and the napkin dispenser, and she's making everything look pretty. I go, stop!
It's like, you don't work here anymore.
You're gonna be late for the movie.
Yeah, we're on a date. Like, what do you?
There's peppers in the salt container.
So messy.
But the workers have said stores have to love you as a customer because you're not the one
I'm
that's
not a
going to go in there and
slob.
leave a pile of clothes in the changing room.
Totally.
There is a
I would
happy
never
medium.
dream of leaving clothing in a fitting room. Like
For real? That's what I always do.
I don't think I could ever bring myself to do it because when I worked in retail, I would bring clothes out by the handful and I would just curse those people like, why don't you just hang up your clothes?
You get to do laundry all day.
Yeah.
We got text messages coming in. We want to know, how did your job change you? 9017 says, I work in property management and it's made me jaded. It's hard to believe the stories tenants tell you regarding not paying the rent. I see a lot of people use the system and people are rude and mean to us.
That's got to be one of the tougher things, like that, and I feel like maybe working in a jail. You're constantly anticipating people hustling
Treating you poorly.
You know what I mean? So that I feel like that would change just the way you process everything. So you would go into every situation thinking, all right, you're trying to work me for something.
I would think the same thing about being a cop, right?
Yeah.
It's also for being a doctor, like a primary care physician. I had a doctor, the greatest doctor, the one that saved my life, basically. He quit his practice because he came to save lives. What he ended up being was a guy who had to figure out who's lying to him for pills. Like, that's what a primary care physician is half the time, is just to shuck off the slop. And so it changes you as a person, and you end up might go and be some private doctor.
Yeah, he stopped seeing me for that reason. We have a text from
I saw you in the lobby.
This is from 4554. It says, 36 years of logging and my body is trashed.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Being a logger, damn, that's a hard job.
That's like playing basketball for 30 years on the hardwood.
How did your job change you? Maybe you're a therapist and now you've gone crazy because all the people you've been talking to. Maybe
I'm convinced that every therapist is a little bit crazy.
Yeah, every therapist I think needs a therapist.
I think every therapist does have a therapist. Yeah.
They better.
Yeah, well, how did your job change you? Maybe you got bad knees because you were in construction, laying concrete all day long.
Or did you play a little pro ball?
You're balling.
Yeah. More of your calls and texts coming up.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Here's Drew.
Well, with the NFL preseason just right around the corner now, you're going to be smelling fall and football in no time. Tomorrow is 1 week from the start of it, where you will see the Chargers and the Lions play the first game on a Thursday night. Now, I will say this about preseason football. I'm always so excited to get it going. We'll turn that game on. They'll have the whole pregame. We'll watch about the first 9 plays, and you'll start scrolling. Because it doesn't mean anything for the first few weeks, but I don't even care. Just on in the background sounds good to me. Also, you do have the college football season just about a month away as well, and I keep seeing advertisements for tickets, little ticket party packs, where you don't have to get season tickets to the Ducks or the Beavs. You can just get select games. And, of course, on September 20th, there will be Ducks versus Beavs this year, which should be a good one down in Eugene. And an old Northwest quarterback and used to be at the helm of Beefwater's favorite team, the Seahawks, Russell Wilson, on his another journey now, his 4th team. He's on the New York Giants, but in his defense, he has been named the starting quarterback coming into next season. He will likely be eaten alive by the media in New York if he can't get wins. Could be a tough year for Russ. There's his sports.
Thank you much. All right, congrats to David, who won $1,000.
Wow, great. That's awesome. Thank you. With the $1,000, I plan to pay my bills. Get caught up on my bills. Thank you.
That's a good idea. Get caught on some bills.
Nice work, David.
This hour's keyword for your shot at the cash, and you've got until 9 o'clock to get this word in. The keyword is check. All right? 1059thebrew.com is the website. Enter the keyword check. Coming up, we want to know how did your job change you, mentally or physically? Drew and I were talking about it off the air yesterday, that our headphones, because we wear the exact same kind of headphones we have been for 23 years.
20 plus for sure.
It has shaped our heads like, kind of like those villagers who stretch their necks out.
Mm-hmm.
With those metal things. We have a little dent in our heads.
It's tribal.
If I shaved my head, you would see a noticeable dent because of the headphones that I've sat there for so long.
One day they will find our skulls in the same cemetery and believe that we were from the same family because we have the same nook.
Be a hit at a party, though. You could just fill it with dip.
Yeah. Put a little French onion up there.
Yeah.
Be a great thing.
How did your job change you? Maybe it changed you for the worse. The worst, where you've got terrible pains now.
Yeah.
What happened? 866-445-1059. Your call is after the Beastie Boys on the Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
All right, how did your job change you? Maybe you were one of those axemen. You know, we had a text earlier from a guy who was a logger. His whole body's jacked up now because of it.
I swung a lot of axe, and now my left arm doesn't work.
Respect to that job, man.
Yeah, dude, those guys work hard. We do have some talkback messages coming in. How did your job change you, whether it was physically or mentally? Like, what's different about you because of your work?
Customer service for years and learned how to count change back to customers properly. And one of the things that bothered me the most is when people would hand me money, they wouldn't face the bills. They would crumple them up. They would have them scattered all over or not even put them in my hand. And so to this day, I can't pay for anything without making sure all my bills are faced and looking nice when I hand them to the person behind the counter.
That sounds like something Laura would do.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, because same with working in like waiting tables. I remember my manager yelled at me once when I turned in my cash at the end of the night. She's like, you got to face your bills. And so now I just do it all the time.
Amy is like a Rain Man because she not only did customer service with bars and stuff forever, but she worked at B of A originally.
Yeah.
And so she would just grab money, wads of just like what looked like filthy bent up money, and it would just be like, brr, 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 like she was the machine.
I guess those kind of jobs do change you a little bit. You know, because I was a card attendant at the Clackamas Town Center Target.
A Hall of Famer.
I was a Hall of Famer card attendant. I always put my carts away now. I will walk the distance to put it back.
Yeah, but if you don't, you're a bad person.
Some people think so.
Yeah.
But you do it.
You do
because
do it,
you were the guy who put them all away.
Yeah, I just know though, like it sucked. I had to just scatter, like in that parking lot where Target's at near the Clackamas Town Center. There's, I think, an Old Navy down there, and so the carts would get up all the way down there, and I have to go all the way to get them, and it was just irritating. So I always put my card away.
Or there's like one lodge between four cars.
Yeah. I can't get it. Here we got another talkback through our app.
Happy Wednesday. How my job's changed me? I've done test to balance HVAC for 25 years. My rotator cuffs, my knees, forget about it. They're done.
Oh.
Then also whenever I go into a restaurant or something, I got to look up at the ductwork, the supply, the return, the pressure of the door to get into a restaurant. Yeah, it haunts me. But I love it. Rock on. Bing bong.
Toph the Loaf.
Made for it.
There he is.
Bing bong.
866-445-1059 is the number. How did your job change you? We got this text from 9414. It says, being a garbage man, you realize how dumb people can be. No diapers cannot be recycled.
Oh my
come
God.
on.
Because I've delivered a lot of diapers to the trash can, and it is the entire time that you have a baby all the way up until you take those diapers off, it's such a gross experience inside your garbage can. You open it up and it's hot. You know, it's poop.
I opened mine up the other day when it was really hot last week, and it was empty, and I almost threw up in my mouth.
Oh my God, yeah,
so
even
bad.
just garbage. Like, so to do that to your garbage, man,
it's messed up.
That's criminal. Stop it.
Yeah.
1880 sent a text in and said, working at Sherry's changed me as a person. I never worked in the lottery before, and dealing with 24-hour restaurant that has all the freaks and zombies that come out at night and play the lottery. The drigs and the lies, or maybe the drugs and the lies. I couldn't even begin to tell you the stories.
You're always trying to shake those people out of there. 3 a.m., big winter chicken dinner.
I remember I went to a dive bar in downtown, and I could tell this bartender was jaded because I tried to get into the bathroom, and he goes, "What? There's somebody in there?" And I went, "Yeah." And he got really mad because I think he knew that this person goes in there to shoot up.
That means it's smack time.
And he went over there and pounded on the door for a couple of seconds, and then sure enough, this little, hurt-looking dude,
out.
yeah, little drug grublet comes out. And you could tell he was just like, bathroom's free.
They know their patrons for sure.
This text from 1963 says, 18 years at Walmart has given me a severe misanthropic stake and an unhealthy relationship with my bong. Am I saying that right?
Yeah. I like the unhealthy relationship with your bong. Like, I have to be so ripped to go there.
Yeah, I am codependent.
If I put on that vest, I better be just blasted.
1912 says, working a sit-down job, I've gained weight over the last 10 years. My eyes and neck and shoulders are also pained. You know, I never really, I used to not slouch. But when we started working at K-Duck in Eugene, the console, the board that ran the radio station was a little lower. And I remember just slouching. And that's when I developed like
that first
this
lean.
little slouch. So I'm constantly having to force myself to stand up straight now because of it.
Just talking about it makes me want to tie my shoulders back to a stick.
You know what I bought? It doesn't really work that well. One of those things that like you wear under your shirt that pulls your shoulders back.
Yeah, like when you break your collarbone.
Yeah, but it's really uncomfortable and it doesn't help.
But it does make you look like John Cena.
That's right.
Those arms, baby.
Well, you got muscles? No, those are Velcro straps.
Yeah, it's holding me up.
More talkbacks are at.
My job has changed me. I used to love video games growing up, and now that I run heavy equipment for a living, I just have no need for video games anymore because it's like reality video games.
Yeah.
It's just, there's no reset button.
I would love to operate one of those excavators someday.
It's a great job to have a job that feels like playing vids. You've got it good.
All right, 98197, that's our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. How did your job change you? More of your calls coming up. We do have a shot at $1,000 today, tomorrow, and Friday, and then that's it. We're going to put this on ice for a little bit. So don't pass up an opportunity to win. You can do a lot of dumb stuff with $1,000. Like I looked this up the other day. There's a place, I think it's in Minnesota. I'm not sure exactly where, but it's called Drive a Tank.
Drive a tank.
For $998, you can drive a tank, you can run over cars, you can shoot machine guns.
Wow. Nice.
Like it's a badass place.
For how long?
That sounds a lot. They've got something like that in Vegas too, where you can drive the tank.
So, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'd put my money in and just let me drive a tank.
$1,000, I'm there open to close. We're crushing stuff all day.
Can I fire a Tommy gun out the top of a tank?
You could do that if you wanted. This hour's keyword for your shot at $1,000 from the Cash Squatch is check. Log on now, 1059thebrew.com, and enter the keyword check to win.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Want to know how your job changed you forever, whether it was physically. Like, I have to wear headphones in here, and Drew wears the same headphones. And over the last 20-something years, we just have a dent in our heads from the headphones that lay there.
Now we look funny.
Well, we looked funny before then, but now we look
even more funny.
We got to talk back to our iHeartRadio app from this guy.
Morning, Brew Crew. I'm going to have to say my work has changed me, but mostly internally because I just don't have the faith in the next generation of coworkers coming through, and I'm assuming I'll just have to do it all myself like normal. Bing bong. Work sucks.
Yeah, I always thought it would be nice to have a job where it just gets you in shape. You know, like if you're working construction, and I remember talking to this guy once. He said one summer he lost a ton of weight because he was working construction every day and just ate.
But it's so hard on your body.
Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword. You get sexified, but then later on you ache.
Or like a mailman. You know, they're walking all the time. Yeah, right. And I guess the upside is you could sometimes walk in nice weather, but then the downside is sometimes it's raining.
And you get to wear a hat like you're on a safari.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I thought, I was like, man, it must be nice having a job where it keeps you in shape because you just have to do it.
You're on the move.
Like I had some killer calves when I was pushing carts.
Like those guys, the arborists who go up the big trees and cut them down. You don't ever see a big fat one,
right?
Because they're scurrying up like a squirrel all day.
Or if they're hauling those big bags of concrete.
Oh yeah,
I mean
they're jacked.
Those are super heavy.
You shake a hand of a man who does that or a woman, and it'll break your knuckles.
Mm-hmm. We got some text messages coming in through our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. How did your job change you? This one's from 9985. It says after waking up 11 years at 3 or 4 in the morning, I can't sleep in anymore. No matter what, I'm up by 6 at the latest.
And I have to put myself on that list. I'm always first up on the weekends. I can't just turn it off. I've broken the clock.
I wish I had that. I could sleep all day and all night.
Yeah, I could sleep.
You don't wish for that. I promise
Kind of.
you.
I wish I was a morning person because then I feel like I wasted the day.
Yeah, you are lazy.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel. Like even if I see 7 a.m., I get up and I go, man, what am I doing with
If
myself?
it was 8 o'clock, my kids would be like, so you mailing this one in?
I feel like if I'm up by like 9 or 10 on a Saturday, I'm okay.
Yeah, and I think that's a good scenario
But
for you. That's better than noon.
I often sleep till noon. I won't lie to you. But I mean, I do feel like if I get up at 10, I'm fine. Mm-hmm. But I could sleep like Laura. I could sleep. Once I go to bed, I could sleep all day long. Because I'm not a morning person. This job makes me a morning person.
And that's the best quote possible. I'm not a morning person, so I sleep till noon.
Yeah.
Skip the morning.
This text from 3228 says, I fell off an 8-foot ladder to a steel plate the first week on the job.
Ouch.
Crushed the lower 2 vertebrae of my back and I've had lower back pain for the last 12 years, probably for the rest of my life.
Makes sense.
After a couple of days.
Yeah.
Hopefully he got calm.
You know there was a discussion in the office, and I told you we shouldn't have hired that guy.
Was he here long enough to pay him in full?
Now look.
Fat Thor, he used to work at a porn shop.
Oh, yeah. He's
here in
jaded.
Portland.
I bet he can't feel anything.
And Fat Thor says, when I used to work at the porn store, you learned really quickly you can judge a book by its cover. You people are nasty.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think somebody walks in and the thing they ask for changes your whole perspective on them.
This one's from 3049. It says, it ain't much, but I used to work for one of the legacy airlines at PDX for a while. They treated us so poorly that I refused to fly them. And I used to love that airline before I worked for them.
Oh, that sucks.
Man, that's too bad.
Well, that's how I feel about Chili's.
Well, we don't even have them here, so I miss Chili's, but you're jaded enough not to ever get any crispers ever again.
Chili's, baby back ribs.
Roaches in your tartar sauce. Roaches in the sauce.
You didn't even let us get to the yum part. God, you do hate
It
Chili's.
comes after the cockroach. Yum.
Yum.
No cockroach.
Well, I don't know why it tickled me when you said Chili's, but thank you for that.
I love Chili's, and
I
it
also
upsets me every time
loved
she says that.
Yeah, I know, honestly.
Chili's.
I went to, I think, the 1997 homecoming pre-dinner at Chili's and got the crispers.
But Laura, once you work there, I get it. You just,
I know.
You can't have it.
There's so many other restaurants that I've worked at that I would still go to, but not Chili's.
Not
Can
Chili's.
you guys school the Chili's novice on what a crisper is?
It's like a chicken strip.
It's like
But they're better.
It's like
their own-
tempura batter instead of like regular.
Now, you can't get them all wet. Like, they're better in-house. Like, if you get the original DoorDash behavior was not a good call.
No,
But if you get them in-house while they're hot, like piping hot, hurt your mouth hot, God, I don't care if it's delivered by a rat. I'm eating it.
Beefwater, you might relate to this because you were an electrician, and I think you mentioned today that you even do this. 2365 says, I'm an electrician and I'm always looking at electrical work while out to dinner with my wife,
Yeah.
and it drives her nuts.
It's a weird thing that you find yourself into. I love looking at other people's conduit work.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
He
Because
says, she says,
tube.
Yeah.
or he says, I'll spend 10 minutes eyeballing conduit while she yaps about nothing.
Yeah. I mean, the saddle's a little uneven, but they did a pretty good
But
job
the way
on that 90.
they hugged that corner.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
honey, eat your nachos, okay?
Like part of that is because it's kind of an art. Like bending pipe is not for everybody, and so
That's what
some
I've
guys
heard.
are super good at it. And
Yeah.
they can just look at, and you just watch these guys turn, and it's
I
incredible.
love those guys who go around houses that they just finished building, and he's like, this is wrong. This is wrong. Look, this is wrong. I love that.
It's good.
Not if I'm buying the house.
yeah,
but
I was going to say it's discouraging.
I do love
So,
those guys.
God.
Mr. Electrician, I'm with you out there. That gets ingrained into us.
Yeah. All right, more of your calls and texts coming up in a few minutes. We do have your chance at $1,000 today. Every single hour, win $1,000 from the Cash Squatch, and this is the last week, so don't pass up an opportunity. Here's this hour's keyword.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Oh my God, it sucks, man. We're now living in a post-Ozzy world, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It's 105.9 The Brew. Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Yesterday after the show, I don't remember exactly what time. I just remember
it was
11 o'clock.
Fairly quick.
At 11 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was straight away because I came to find you and you weren't in here yet. So normally,
I think I was probably running around telling other people what
Well,
happened.
when Drew came into my studio, I think we probably got the notification at the same time because it wasn't on TMZ yet. And then Drew checked and it was like boom.
I go, did Ozzy die? And she goes, well, we both got this news alert. Then it wasn't on TMZ. And 1 second later, I swept down and boom.
Yeah, yesterday the legendary Ozzy Osbourne passed away at the age of 76 years old. No official cause of death has been released, but the guy was suffering from Parkinson's. He had all sorts of issues. I mean, if you saw that last show or clips from it 3 weeks ago, then you already know. It just was surprising to happen so quickly after that final show. I thought it'd be another year, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't realize the meter was running that hard.
But it was cool yesterday because Court immediately started dropping Black Sabbath and Ozzy songs in.
Yeah.
And you were playing them all day yesterday.
All day long.
That was nice. You got some things wrong, it sounded like, though.
What do you mean?
Just some text messages are coming in saying that you got some things wrong.
Oh, probably. I mean, it's entirely possible. I was running all over the place yesterday.
This guy literally put this on Instagram.
He was so fired up.
Listen to this.
Hey, 105.9. Get your together. Ozzy just died, and whoever's running the playlist right now just played Black Sabbath with Dio as the singer. Come on. Come on.
Come on, Court.
Come on, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Made him mad.
Yep.
And that guy also sent in a text message and an email.
Sure. Yeah. And if you want to go ahead and do 14 different things at the same time, you're welcome to it. I was just grabbing songs as fast as I could.
And it was just songs that you liked.
No,
right?
I was just going through our whatever we had on our playlist, and I was grabbing them.
And he played it.
And fully admittedly, yes, I played a Dio Sabbath song.
And
Sorry,
it does sound like
jackass.
it does sound like an excuse, but I will back Court up. Not only does he program this radio station, but he's the program director for a station in Seattle. He does a bunch of the grunt work for the bosses here because he's their bitch.
Well, and to be fair, everyone was running, or everyone in like the rock and classic rock realm. They were all running around with chickens with their heads cut
I got 14 emails
I was gonna
yesterday.
say at least 14 emails, and I'm like, damn.
Well, and then I got called into meetings at the same time. They wanted to talk about what our plan was for Ozzy while I'm trying to
implement the plan.
At the same time.
And also in your defense, that I think it was about 6 seconds after it hit TMZ, I walked down to make sure that he had heard, and he was already on his computer, standing up at his stand-up desk going, I'm on it! And so it was not for a lack of try.
Yeah, I went to go tell Laura because I wasn't sure if she knew yet, and she usually posts a lot of our stuff for the show. I wasn't going in there to tell her to post something. I was just going in there to remind her, like, hey, like, Ozzy's dead. Did you hear? Because she also does other radio shows.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and goes, yeah, I know.
It's like, I already got it posted.
Yeah.
Well, Court, at the risk of paying you a compliment, because as everybody knows, we're mortal enemies. I tip of the cap, dude. You pulled that together very quickly. It sounded great. I thought it was
you did a good
excellent
job,
move for the station.
It sounded great.
I mean, you could have got the Dio thing,
yeah,
right?
except for the Dio. Everything else sounded pretty good.
But it was a shock, even though we all knew it was coming for Ozzy. But for me, it still was a shock. I guess Ozzy shared something about death the day before he died. He shared something. Like a post the day before he died.
I think he knew. I think he felt it.
It says the day before Ozzy's death, the singer shared a backstage photo from his final show of final show of his sign above of his dressing room, and his name was printed at the top of the poster with a picture of Osbourne and his 4 original bandmates: Geezer Butler, Tony Iommi, and Bill Ward below. And says back to the beginning. It read the final show. So yeah, maybe. Like he didn't know in some weird way?
I mean, I'm sure he had a sense it was coming. I mean, obviously, he better than anybody knew it was coming.
And it's one of those deals also, and even if it's not the last night, it's the last couple of nights. I know Beefwater has a story like this. I do with my own grandpa, where if you look back right after they died, the actions leading up to it make you feel like they knew they were going to die, and their body just held on for maybe one last view. It's like Tanner, your great grandma. She hung around long enough to see you before she died, and then she checked that box and she says goodbye. It's probably the same for him.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, did you guys see the video that's floating around on Instagram of him going like, "Hey, I'm dying. There's no if, ands, or maybes. I don't need a doctor to tell me that. And he goes into this whole thing about the back surgery and how that negatively impacted his life.
Yeah.
And so, he was tired. He'd been in a lot of pain for a lot of years. I think he knew it was coming too.
And my guess is he was just tired, exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Wanted to
maybe
rest.
didn't want to deal with the pain anymore. Yes, Gordon.
Well, what's weird is, after yesterday going through all of those songs, I never realized how many songs he had about dying. Like and about his own death. I mean, it was just kind of crazy. Like he kept putting in songs like, God, this is very poignant. Oh, this one's poignant too. Oh my God, this one's poignant too. Yeah. So I mean, he just had I don't know if he was just obsessed with it or just thought about it a lot, but it was clear that it was on his mind.
Let's go to Crystal. Good morning, Crystal. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Well, that's not Crystal, but I'll give you guys a whistle blow. No, this is my wife's phone. Here's a whistle blow. Ozzy Osbourne took a suicide pill. Now Sharon is going to be 6 months behind as soon as she gets her all of her affairs in order. So he went to a small town outside of England, and he took the suicide pill. He paid $600, and he was surrounded by the love and family of all of his family.
I've heard rumblings about this on the internet, but I don't know that it's confirmed. But I heard that there was they had a pact, like if Ozzy went first, Sharon would do it, and then vice versa.
This was a story that came out last week. I think it was Kelly Osbourne came out and said there was no suicide pact. Sharon was joking when she said that, and then but she also said that Ozzy wasn't dying necessarily any faster than anybody else.
Because I'd buy it. Like if that was true. I could see Sharon doing something like that.
Now, if she dies in 6 months, then we have our proof.
Yeah, you better call back. We'll give you a free pizza.
Yeah, the proof's in the pudding.
That's
but he just died too quick.
Yeah.
He's just too fast for Parkinson's.
Yeah, well, he's had the Parkinson's for a while.
Yeah, and there were
so
other
many
health
things.
complications. Yeah,
He couldn't even stand up. Circulation, all those things play a role in the advancing of not just your Parkinson's, but just the process of dying.
Well, and he lived a hard life.
Back in the 70s, he snorted ants, man. I mean, that's going to take you out eventually.
Yeah, he snorted his own pee in the 70s, too. I get it.
Man.
But, he's I'm going to go with the suicide pill. He just died too fast. My dad had Parkinson's, and he lived a long, long time with it.
Well,
And,
this movie's going to be great.
Take your life.
Whenever they do a biopic like they did with Freddie Mercury and the Queen movie, the person's got to nail it because I think they could, get an Oscar like Rami Malek did and like Ray, what's his name, Ray, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I mean, they are going to put out the movie of that performance.
And I want to see him snorting the pee and the ants. That better be in the movie.
It'll be in the trailer.
Yeah, you got it, guys.
All right, dude. Thanks, man.
So I'm over here running a shovel logging truck, and you guys, I enjoy your guys' show. Thank you so much.
Running a logging truck.
Appreciate you.
I get scared driving behind those logging
Final
trucks.
Destination.
Yeah, I always try to get in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just run you down. Just stay out of our way. We'll just run you
Fair
down.
enough.
It's like to get right in front of you and get in your lane.
Are you driving the truck right now?
No, I'm actually running a 336 hoe, knocking down some trees, getting ready to load up this log truck, and I got a guy up there in a tree cutting her down. And
Dude, you know what
we're over
machine
here
I'd love to
battleground.
operate? The machine that picks up the tree and then strips all the branches off in like one little swoop.
My brother-in-law does that.
shovel.
What's it called?
Yep, a shovel. It's called a shovel.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm watching it run right now.
And your brother works one of those?
My brother-in-law does, yeah.
I think I want to do that.
It looks like something out of Avatar.
I think they had one in the movie Avatar, in the first one.
It is a lot of fun. You guys would have a blast. I'm moving trees around talking to you right now.
Well, I want to. I've said this on the air before, and I said this morning. I want to run an excavator. I really want to dig something up. I'd love to smash a car, and I would like to
be a log
stripper to do that.
You keep my number handy right there. I know you guys got it. Keep my number, and I'll set something up for you. Come over and dig some holes.
Right
All right.
there.
Okay?
Put me to work for free.
Yeah.
All right, dude. We'll hang on the phone. We'll get your info.
Absolutely for free. I'll get you some beer.
We'll
get you beer.
There it is.
Beer and pizza.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, beer
And
and
an
heavy
excavator.
machinery. I think you've already
Sounds like a party.
violated an OSHA code right there.
Private land.
Tell nobody, man.
All right, dude. Hang on the phone. We'll get your info. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to get you this hour's keyword again if you missed it. For your chance to win $1,000 from the Cash Squatch. And again, this is the last week to win. So if you missed it, we'll give it to you right after Guns N' Roses. Happy Wednesday. It's 105.9 The Brew. Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
All right, you could score $1,000 right now, just like I believe her name is Belinda. I think I played this earlier.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
People get emotional when they win some cash, especially when things are really rough right now, and a little bit of money can pull you out of the red really quickly and
true.
make me happy too. I'd giggle like that too.
Yeah, I'd be in it.
So this is last week to win. You've got today, tomorrow, and then Friday, and then that's it. So don't skip this opportunity. The keyword is green. Log on to 1059thebrew.com right now. Enter the keyword green, and then just keep an eye on your cell phone because we could call you back in minutes with the cash. All right, the third weigh-in for Tanner and Beefwater's Blubber Burn is coming up here in less than 15 minutes. We're going to find out what we weigh after being on a diet for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm nervous, but we'll do it here in minutes. It's 1059 The Brew. We're commercial free.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
All right, here we are on week 3 of Casey and Beefwater's Blubber Burn.
Yeah.
We were doing a 6-week weight loss challenge, and we're about to weigh in to see where we stand after I guess it's 2.5 weeks.
But
Friday would be three weeks.
The third week of weighing.
But yeah, I'm. Let me get Shirley on because I'm not feeling confident. I got to be honest. Shirley from G3 Fitness. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks
for having me, guys.
Thanks for having us. She's been helping Beefwater and I get in shape. She made a plan for us. She made a grocery list for me, which was awesome.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's really helping out. She's helping me with my sleep. She helped Drew with his tailbone the other day.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
Quite the guru.
And G3 Fitness is in
guys.
Beaverton. So we've been working hard, and she's been sending us text messages and keeping us pumped and motivated the whole time. I don't think Beefwater needs any motivation. This guy's been on fire lately.
I'm motivated.
Oh, hold on. Turn your mic on.
He doesn't want to show his toes. That's why.
Yeah.
Come on, Tanner.
Yeah.
I also don't want to be a fat boy anymore.
Yeah, I haven't really heard him worry about the toes thing. Like, I'm worried about the spider for sure. If I lose, I got to let a tarantula crawl on me.
Mm-hmm.
But it does feel like Beefwater is getting very into this, like almost like he's enjoying it a little bit.
I don't know that he's enjoying it.
He said yesterday or the day before, I have changed. I hate that. He says I hate it, but I have changed my relationship with food, and that is the most critical thing that you can do. And he said it on accident, but he said it.
Yep.
It's true. I hate myself for it, but here we are.
And a lot of people, are supporting you, Beefwater. Laura posted
much to Tanner's dismay.
It's fine.
I think everyone needs support, including Tanner.
Yeah.
People hate me. This is. It says it's another weigh-in Wednesday. Laura posted this morning. It says who's going to come out? Who's going to come out on top this week? Tanner or Beefwater? I've gone up a little bit.
And rightly so.
Okay, so earlier it was Beefwater at 56% and me at 40-something. Now it's me at 56 and Beefwater at 44.
Oh, see, there you go.
See, there it is. Underdog status achieved.
And I feel like I'm about to let everybody down.
Stop.
The reason I feel like I'm not confident today, Shirley, is because I went camping over the weekend, and I don't know if you know this, but camping and dieting just don't work. They do not mix.
Well, were you intentional about what you were eating?
I was trying to be good.
He was intentionally scarfing down hot dogs.
I got through most of the day, and I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself one hot dog. And then I had like 6 beers.
That's not bad.
I had one hot dog and then 6 beers and then 2 more hot dogs.
Oh, boy. Okay. So like 2 loaf of breads, basically. And
well, I tried to scoop some of the bread out, like Drew showed me. He's like, just scoop some of the bread out and make it almost like a wrap. And I just ended up screwing the bun up, and I did that once.
Like, I'm gonna have to eat this old school.
Yeah.
How good was that first bite or 2 of that hot dog?
My favorite thing are hot dogs on a fire, on a campfire, and I burnt that thing till it was black, and I love it like that. And I ate it raw, no mustard, no ketchup, nothing, just bun and dog.
Maniac.
I took the first bite of the hash browns the other morning.
Yeah.
And a tear rolled down my cheek.
Yeah. And you should probably tell her also about, you did have also a gas station sandwich on your way out, which if she's calling out the bread from the other things, that should probably be noted.
Okay, the truth's coming out.
Yeah, I didn't know that I was going to be near a Safeway, so I panicked when I saw this mini mart thinking that was going to be the only thing I had. And I just grabbed whatever that I thought I could survive on. I got some hot dogs, I got some bread, and then I saw this little sandwich in a little plastic case or whatever, and I bought it.
Which probably wasn't processed at all.
You're hungry when you're road tripping.
And I didn't put any mustard on it, or any mayonnaise on it, though. I don't know if that helped.
You don't need to put condiments on something. It's already aged 9 days.
I know.
It's created its own mayonnaise.
Like a fine wine.
It was delicious, though. I'm telling you, it was the best gas station sandwich I've ever had.
Oh, man.
But I only
I think,
half of it.
Half of it, see, you were intentional about the choice. In the future, I would go protein, think protein and fiber. Protein and fiber.
Well, I've made the decision as of yesterday that I'm not even going to cheat again until it's all over, because Beefwater he cheated once over the weekend and had those hash browns.
And it was 1 potato.
But he hasn't been cheating, and I was giving myself like 1 cheat meal a week, and I'm just going to cut it out because I can't let this bitch beat me.
Well, look, nobody thinks I'm going to win at this point anyway, so you're fine. Use that as
dude,
your
everyone's
fuel.
saying nice things to you.
It's 56-46. You guys have a dead heat with people supporting you too.
No, serious question though, because Tanner, you have been looking at like going camping again. Is this
the next camping trip
going to fall within the 3-week period?
It's Labor Day weekend, so by that time it'll be done.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ham.
Yeah.
I might cook a turkey.
I'm gonna eat a whole ham.
Yeah, right.
Whole ham.
Glaze a ham right there on the campfire. But I'm not confident. I think Beefwater might beat me today. I don't know. But we're going to find out here in a second.
Well, you know what is great about this weigh-in today is it's just a progress report.
Right.
Nothing changes other than what's your mental state about it.
I definitely feel like it's been a bit of a struggle this week, and hard to not be a little disappointed. Effort versus reward. But I remind myself that we're only halfway home.
Yeah. Beefwater yesterday, we were just him and I in the studio, and he was pulling his shirt up, showing me his abs, and then he pulled his shirt up and flexed a little bit. And I'm like, dude, put your
getting in your head.
Put your little guns away,
dude. I love that he's in here doing a bodybuilding
That's a good
show
gameplay.
for you.
And it threw me off because when he lifted his shirt up, I could actually see some muscle, like some six package.
He works all the time. He just pours fat all over it, so it's in there.
I literally told him to get out. I go, bro, you're putting me in a bad mood.
Throw him out of
I'm
here.
proud.
Trying to get you back on track.
I did tell you, and I'm so proud of you because this is great for both of us, no matter who comes out on top. And knowing the way you've eaten since I've met you, I think it's an incredible thing that you're doing.
Enough of the love fest. Back to throwing punches. Let's go.
But I do want to destroy you and embarrass you forever with those toes.
All right. Well,
that's good gameplay, Beef. Like, I love that. Like, showing him what's possible. So that's good.
Yeah, there's no need to brag. I just lift my shirt up. I don't need to say a word. I just say, hey, take a peek at this, fella.
Okay, under all the fat, you can see the muscle.
Right now, he's just
He's still
flexing
fat.
his butt muscles. And
Yeah,
he's
you're still
doing
shaped like
it
E.T. You're just like a
intentionally.
thinner E.T.
Say what you will.
Beef, have you been doing squats, Beefy?
Yeah, listen, it's all, bring it. It's all good.
See, that's what bums me out, Shirley. Nobody says that to me. Like, Tanner, you've been working out.
Well,
Nobody
because
says that to me.
Nobody's going to believe in you if you don't believe in you, Tanner. And you're over here like, I'm probably going to lose. I don't think I'm going to lose.
I just think I'm
Have some faith.
I think it's at the point, like when my mom was super obese when she got pregnant with my brother, to the point where you couldn't even really tell she was pregnant. So maybe I'm just so big you just can't tell.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Tanner,
No, stop.
You had major progress last week.
This last week, I've had 3 people tell me that my face looks thinner.
Yeah,
and
it
then I
does.
had one person yesterday ask me, do you work out?
Yeah, nobody's
and
asked me that at
then
all.
you told them to get out of your
Yeah,
office.
I did. I was offended by the
It's
comment.
not very nice.
Look, do I work out? Get out of here.
Nobody's asked me that at all, Shirley, and I've been working out every day.
Tanner, do you work out?
Every day since this has started. Every single
There
day.
we go. I love it. And look at today as a reset. If you are disappointed, it's a reset for you. It's a good way to reset the mindset. Like, you're going for the prize. Don't
Shirley,
worry
it's
about
right.
what everybody else is doing.
If I gain weight today, I'm filing a lawsuit against you.
Everybody takes the stairs tomorrow.
I don't put the food in your mouth.
No, you're right.
That is
Shirley
true.
is absolutely incredible, and you can check her out, G3 Fitness in Beaverton. All right, so do you want to do
Ready
this?
to do this? All right, I'm going to be live streaming this also at 1059 The Brew on Instagram.
Step
if you
on the
wanna
scale
see
here.
It in real
Treat
time.
them like fish at a market right now.
I don't
like
know.
zoo animals.
Lay on the paper.
I don't know. I was basically wearing the same thing last week, a button-up shirt and jeans. I'm gonna take
Shirley,
my-
how much does the clothing really impact the weight?
About
3 pounds.
2 to 3 pounds.
Okay.
Who said that?
Told you.
I did because I
Tanner
weighed,
said that earlier.
I weighed
too.
myself clothed and unclothed last night just to figure this out.
Yeah, so I weighed myself naked this morning, and I know what I was, and with clothes on, that's 3 pounds more.
If you guys would prefer to do it naked, we'll turn around.
You don't need to turn around.
Yeah, you can see all this.
He's proud.
I'll spread cheeks if
Oh,
you
I
want me
see.
to.
Oh
Guys.
my God.
All right, who's going
All
first?
right,
Who went
okay,
first
let's
last time?
go.
Beef
first
went
last
first, so I
All
go
right,
first this
yeah.
time?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to take my shoes off.
Yeah, take those.
So what was I last week, Laura?
Okay, so just as a reminder, Tanner started at 212 pounds. Yesterday, or last week rather, he weighed in at 204.6 pounds.
But I was 201 that morning with no clothes on.
But I mean, with clothes on, this will be the same type of result. So let's see what you got here.
I'm nervous, but here we go.
Tap, tap.
It's beeping at me.
Drum roll.
Hot dogs and sun chips. What do you got?
204.3.
So about it's
so
the
you're
plateau
down,
week.
You're down 0.3 pounds.
It's just the plateau
It's
week.
just because
and you got to
It's
down.
not just a plateau. I just because I cheated.
Well, yeah, but the plateau. There's always reasons for it.
Oh man.
Okay.
All right,
There's
Beefy.
there's so much scientific stuff with the carbohydrates that you intook like over the weekend that actually draws
Don't
in
step
a
yet.
lot of water.
You're
Okay.
So
retaining
a lot
water
of that
from
is water
Coors
weight.
Light.
Yep.
All right, Beefwater
Coors
standing.
Light,
Okay,
bread.
so
You just step on it. You let it. Yeah. Now step on it.
Tap
Okay,
that
reminder-
ancient toe on
Now you
there.
got to step on it again. There you go. And then once it goes 0-0, step on it.
Complicated scale.
It's just a
It's not.
scale.
You just touch it.
Okay, so as a reminder, Beefwater started at 185. Last week he was at 178.6, and now
Oh, he's down a little bit.
he is at 175.2 pounds.
Nice job.
Pretty good, buddy. Pretty good, buddy.
So
job, guys.
Pretty good.
Drop them clothes off, and I'm within a spitting distance from my goal right now.
Well, I got to catch up with you, man.
You're going to have to make a new goal if you're getting that close that quick. It just shows how lazy you were.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I told you, it's been a rough week.
Well, there it is. I'm pretty much the same as I was last week. It's my fault for cheating over the weekend while camping. So this week, no cheating. I'm going to destroy you on
Right,
Wednesday
so-
next week, hopefully.
I'm down approximately 12 pounds. You're
It's
at
so good.
what?
Both of you.
10,
He's
9,
down.
something.
You're down
8.
at
No,
about
more than that
8.
because also he's got his clothes on. His original thing was done without clothes
I was
on,
201 this morning, but the clothes on. And
Yeah, so you're down over 10 pounds. That's impressive.
it is
That's awesome.
a bit discouraging, but I'm not going to let it I'm not going to let it hold me down. I'm
No
gonna,
way. Like you're down. You're down from last week.
That's true.
Even with the camp,
with the cheating.
right?
Yeah. That's true.
All right.
Yeah. Down weight, up with the feelings. We're going to get this.
You can write a book and just lay into this hot dog diet you're on, and talk about how you're dropping pounds and eating hot dogs. You're an amazing machine.
So by the end of this weight loss challenge, I think it's going to end August 15th. Is that the day it ends?
That sounds right.
We're going to find out who lost the most in body percentage, or in body fat percentage. So it's not necessarily who lost the most poundage. It's who lost the most in body fat percentage. So we'll have to go to Shirley's G3 Fitness to do that, and we'll have all those results for you. And then the loser, whoever loses, will have to go through a punishment. So if I win, Beefwater's finally going to have to show us those gross-ass toes.
I heard him click-clacking on the scale.
That's right. Yeah, just like a raptor's toe.
Yeah,
And
you think it was the toenails, but that was what they call weight falling off of me.
if Beefwater wins, I have to have a tarantula crawl on my body, and I have severe arachnophobia. Which I think that my punishment is way worse than his, for the record.
Yeah, it's a little late to renegotiate.
This one says from 4492, it says, Tanner, remember, while you're working out every day, muscle is heavier.
That's true.
It is, and body fat, and I told you guys this yesterday, body fat percentage is going to take that into account, so don't be a slave to the scale.
Okay. Fat Thor said, wow, Tanner's pregnant. 6762 says, Beefwater has a trick up his sleeve. He's treating his toes during the weight loss challenge. Are you doing that?
Who says this?
This is from 6762.
We had an agreement.
He said he didn't.
Yeah, we had an agreement.
All right. Shirley, you
I'd like
saw
to
his
know
toes
who-
on the way, and
I'd like to
were
know
they
who thinks they're peeping.
were they still busted?
You know, I wasn't paying attention to his toes.
Yeah, she was blinded by my
probably-
pale. She was blinded by my pale fattiness when my shirt came off.
I mean, and that's a lot of the anticipation when the socks come off. What is there? You know,
I'm gonna have to look.
We'll find out.
All right. Well, thank you, Shirley, so much. We will see you.
Thank you, guys.
I might be there tomorrow. If not, then on Tuesday. But G3 Fitness in
Perfect.
Beaverton is her spot, and it's a great gym. So check it out, and she'll get you into shape, man.
That's right.
Will
That's right.
they ever get you in shape there?
Yeah.
Whether you want it or not.
Casey died 7 times while we
I
worked
did.
out last week.
Yeah,
I did.
he
And I think
found
he
parts
lost-
of his lungs he didn't even knew existed.
He lost 8 pounds just during the workout because he threw up at the end of it.
Right.
Whatever it takes.
All right. You can follow along. We've got pictures of our, progress right now online on our Instagram, 1059 The Brew. So check it out.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's rock station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All right, this is the last week to win $1,000 from the Cash Squatch. Then we got to put it on hold for a little bit. We will do it again, but you only have 3 more days to win your $1,000. The good news is you got 13 chances to win today, tomorrow, and Friday.
Yeah.
Once you hear the keyword, you just got to push everyone out of the way, run to your cell phone or your desktop, and log on to 1059thebrew.com. And once you get there, a little box is going to pop up. Type in whatever keyword that hour is. It is that hour, and then, we could call you back with the cash.
Mm-hmm.
Laura, what would you buy with an extra $1,000 right now?
Oh, man. Right now, I'm going camping this weekend, so maybe I'd buy some camping supplies.
Yes.
A bigger tent or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been looking for a tarp for under your tent.
Yeah, I got a tarp. I'm borrowing a tarp. So the $1,000 probably wouldn't go to a new tarp. Maybe I'd buy you know what I'd buy? We're staying right on the lake. You know those rafts that you can get shaped like pizza, and each slice forms the pizza? I think I would get all 8 slices, and then me and my friends could go out and each have our own slice, and then come together.
Don't you need a permit for that now?
Yeah, exactly.
You need a permit for the
have
pizza
the proper
raft.
paperwork for that big
With
pile of pizza.
$1,000, I could buy a permit too.
There it is.
That's
so,
right.
Taken care of.
You're going to need a bunch of permits for all that pizza.
You got a chance right now. Here's this hour's keyword.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back.